Steven's Story with tips on trading again. I'd like to talk to you today about trading around economic announcements. You know, economic announcements are some of the fundamentals that even technical traders have to concern themselves with. They cause reactions, sometimes violent flurries of reaction in the market that a lot of traders out there are trying to take advantage of. The more volatility and movement you see in the market in a short period of time, the more opportunity there is, they think, to make money in a short period of time. And that's true if you really understand how to trade around those announcements most effectively. Now, not everybody has the same advantage in trading around those economic announcements. And technical traders are not trend setters, they're trend followers. And so when I teach my students how to trade around announcements, I do not teach them to enter their trades just before the announcement occurs. For instance, one of the announcements, probably the most common or popular announcement that happens once a month, usually the first Friday of each month, is the non-farm payroll announcement. It has a great potential of fairly consistently, month in and month out, having a fairly sharp and dramatic reaction in the market with opportunity to make money. But if you've got your trade set and entered into that market before that announcement takes off, you have about a 50-50 chance of guessing which direction that announcement is going to go in. And I'm not in the habit of teaching people how to trade to be gamblers. So what I teach my students to do is watch the announcement, track it, be aware of when they're going to take place, whether it's the non-farm payroll announcement or whether it's a bank rate change announcement, both of which can get some rather violent reactions. I teach my students to watch the announcement, let it start, don't worry about missing opportunity, and wait until a trend begins to establish. Of course, I teach Elliott Wave and Fibonacci and those types of things combined together as vehicles and navigators and whatnot. But if you understand those things and you can see when a trend begins to develop, well, then you watch the wave count and you can tell, okay, now I can see where wave 1 is, wave 2, and wave 3 is taking off. Now I know when I can jump into this trend, because now you have a bearing on direction, whether it's going to be long, short, and how violent that reaction is going to be at first. Once you wait for the reaction of the market, just right after the announcement, and you can see the trend, you jump into the right place, then you'll be able to understand how long you can stay in that. You'll watch for entry and exit points and pivot points thereafter, all of which are taught in programs that I teach students. This is fairly basic, but it's vital to understand about announcements, when to get in and when not. This is Tips on Trading with Steven's Story.